London. Today we have a bit of a schedule. If you're rewatching, hi, well, not rewatching. If you're watching after the taping's done, I say taping, I say show because it makes me feel important. But God, I may have no, and okay, it's so cool. But I have a bit of a time constraint. So let's see where we're at in 30 minutes. And if the vibe's lit in 30 minutes, then I'll keep on doing this thing. But if not, then we'll call it a night. Hi, Kennedy, how are you? Like a comet pulled from orbit by a wind of the sea. Like a sea amidst the sky, but I've went through the world. Who can say if I've changed for the better? I do believe I've been changed for the better. Bro, I'm so mad. Care to tell why? Why? Why are you so angry? Who can say if I've been changed? I have to wake up at 5:20. Okay. I like waking up early. You know, early bird catches a worm. Or at least that's what they say, but I'm not a bird. And I don't like worms, so I'm sorry that I have to wake up that early. But anyway, besides that, how are ya? You're a night owl? No, I'm a morning person. I love mornings. Well, actually, I'm a all day person. I'm an all day person because I can't sleep, and then you know, kind of like that. Can't sleep, wake up early. I'm an all day person. Brian, because I knew you. I keep coming back to your channel. John. John. I don't know why I said it like that. Sorry. I don't know why the staccato happened. Sup, bro? Hey, Santiago. How are you? You know, you came in late last night. Not late, but I just, I was done with the whole thing, so I'm sorry. But you're here now, and that's all that matters. What keeps you coming back, John? I gotta know. I look like crap, but I do gotta know actually because I want to keep making the best kind of content for you guys. And I know this isn't necessarily National Geographic level of importance, but I would like to think that it is relatively cool and relatively important in its own sense. It's not the most important thing in the world, of course. In fact, it's you're gonna go to sleep. Bye, bye, Kennedy. How's life going? Well, this is life now, and I love it actually. I love talking to guys like you and people, and singing and stuff like that. I don't like waking up early because I have insomnia and I don't sleep good most of the time. Okay. We talk fitness and you think you don't look good or are strong, but you do. I got nothing. See, I'm trying to get back on the whole fitness trail, but I've just been failing at it. The diet, it's mostly the diet. Other times I've been able to really pull it together, but I feel like this week I'm doing a lot better than I was last week. So you gotta give me props. So again, but I'm sure you have something. Steroids, bro. Where do you get them? Actually, I wouldn't get them, but actually, yeah, I would get. I would. Why not? But no. Um, I'm the kind of person that has other priorities for his money or lack thereof. So if I had money, I wouldn't spend money on steroids. Tell your doctor, really? I mean, if I flex, I got zero. I mean, that's cool. But again, I don't want to be big as a person. I mean, sure, I'm not big, but if you ever I think of myself as someone who would possibly want to do fashion in the future, not as a model, God no, but like, just be involved in the fashion world and stuff like that. I gotta be thinner. Not cool. It is cool. I would give a lot. Well, actually, not a lot, but that whole no muscle, bone rail thin kind of look. How much do you weigh? 135. Is it 135? Give me a sec. 132. 132. Yeah, you just don't take insane amounts, I guess. That's a great that's great advice actually. Well, not everything, because I guess you could justify it. You can gamble in moderation, like, you just gotta be smart about it. I'm not real thin, but like skinny fat. Cute, right? I mean, every single body type's okay. I mean, cute. Is it ideal? No, I'm not gonna lie to you and be like, whoa, you're Brad Pitt. No, but, it's not bad. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. And you being self aware is great. Maybe someday, if you think so, and if you wish to do so, you could change that over time in a healthy manner. But it's not the end of the world. It's not. That's what I keep telling myself every time I step out of bounds and mess up my diet. But again, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, I'll be back to Prime London in by next Monday. I think next Monday, actually. I regret being overweight for most of my life. You have health problems now. See, I agree with you, Brian, completely. I was a fat kid. But, I'm just gonna come out and say it's in. I love people loving their bodies. There is you can love your body, and by loving your body, in that love, you can find strength to change your body and make yourself way for a healthier lifestyle. The only example that comes to mind is Lizzo, but there are tons of people that, are fat and they love their bodies. And I'm like, great, you can love your body. And but it's not about loving yourself fat and wanting to stay fat, because if you loved yourself enough, then you would want to get to a healthy weight, whatever that looks like for you. Because I'm sure that a healthy weight for me is not 90 pounds. That's unhealthy. But a healthy weight for someone that's 4'5", that would be 90 pounds or something like that. I don't know. My point is, it looks different on everybody. So, yup. It's just about finding strength to keep going. Actually, that's beautifully phrased, London. Thank you. You're welcome, London. So yeah, just making small progress every single day. You're a fat kid. What do you weigh? Well, as a fat kid, I I don't know. I used to weigh like 170 pounds. Keep in mind, I was 9. So kind of insane that I weigh less now than I did back then. But again, healthy weight. Like a comet pulled from orbit by a wind of the sea. Na 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 na. Halfway through the world. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I've been changed for the better. Good job, man. You actually save that compliment, bro. Save it for Monday. Because I know that it will look great on Monday. Because right now I'm bloated and I'm coming off of bad decisions. And I'm making progress. Progress is not linear, people. So Again, it's not like I ate 1600 calories and I gotta eat 1600 calories and I gotta eat 1600. Progress is not linear, okay? If you mess up, it's okay. It's not about messing up, it's about showing up consistently. I had a great aunt, fed me tons of McDonald's food when I was a kid. Yeah, I guess when you're a kid, your obesity problems, your weight problems, it is kind of your fault. Not, it is complicated because it's not really your fault. It's not really your business how much you weigh because you're not feeding yourself as a child. People are feeding you, and it's about what they consider is good nutrition and what they regard as proper meals. So it's not your fault. But as you get older, then you gotta change that mindset and be like, it's my body, so it is my choice. I really advocate for a healthy lifestyle. It really impacts a lot more than we really think. And it's not about looking good. It's not about, looking like who's hot as a, well, a lot of men are hot, Austin Butler or Jacob Elordi or Zac Efron or Jeremy Allen White. Hi, Alanis. Are you Alanis Morissette? It's not about being hot. Like, sure, being hot is a side effect of whatever is showing on the inside. I'm great, actually. So, mostly it's about looking good, feels good. Exactly. It's this, you know how there's a vicious cycle? Well, this is kind of like the opposite of a vicious cycle, but a cycle nonetheless. When you start working out for the feeling, for the high of it all, just to feel good and be able to do things with your body that you weren't able to do before. Oh, you're talking about being hot. I'm talking about when you start doing that, you and really enjoying the process and not dreading every single rep or every single minute that you're on the treadmill. Once you start enjoying it, when you find something that's good for you, you'll be like, okay. And magically, not magically, you're showing up, you're being consistent. You start losing or gaining however many pounds you needed to lose or gain in order to reach a healthy weight or to maintain a healthy weight. Oh, so are you Russian? I'm not Russian. So eventually you will reach a point where you're like, I feel good and I look good, and looking good makes me feel even better. So I keep doing the stuff that makes me feel good in the first place to look good, which in turn makes me feel good. So it becomes this great cycle. It's great that you were fat, but now you have good muscles. So you really consider this good muscles? I don't know, man. Like, I still got a lot of weight to lose, like around the belly area and stuff like that. But that's coming Monday. Well, aren't you proud of where you're from? What do you mean by that? Oh, LOLQ. Spasiva. Spasiva. There you go, that's my Russian. I don't speak a lot of Russian. Subscribe. John. John. I like saying it like that with the staccato. John. I know. Yeah, I meant your biceps. You flexed them in a different video. They looked solid. You have Russian blood. I don't know, actually. Boom clad. Hi, Futusha. Are you Cuban? No, I'm not. No, I'm not Cuban. But yeah, like, in order to get out of the skinny fat situations, well, I'm following you. Spasiva! You gotta do a body recomposition. I think you have to change your so we can make a family. I don't know, I'm not doing that. But thank you for the proposition. Are you familiar with what a body recomp is? I may not look like it, but I have quite an extensive knowledge regarding fitness. Just because I don't look like your average bodybuilder does not mean I'm clueless when it comes to this stuff. Who can say, hey Dottie, how are ya? It's great to have you here. Actually, is Dottie short for something? Is it Dorothy? Is it, I don't know, what else could it be short for? Um, yeah, just Dorothy's coming back. You're being featured in me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dorothy's a beautiful name, actually. Like, I've thought about it. Like, oh, if I ever have kids, what will you name the kid? I'm thinking about Dorothy, actually. Who can say? Hey, so Philistinim. That's a name for sure. How are ya? Hello, stealing my name. Well, I think the name existed before ya, but yeah, I can see how it comes across as me stealing your name. Well, technically, not me. My fictional kid. My fictional hypothetical kid. Here's Mark Prince. Really? I don't know what to believe because some people come in here and they call me stupid. But I really appreciate the compliment. You're one of the good ones. That's what I'm trying to say. Like a comet pulled from orbit by the wind of the sea. Like a sea that misses cover halfway through the walls. You can save, I can change for the better. You're so handsome. Thank you, Bonnie Blue. Thank you for that handsome comment. Actually, really appreciate it. Sing Kiss the Girl by Ashley Tisdale. Um, how does the song start? I know the chorus. My oh my, don't be shy, you gotta kiss the girl. Sorry, that's my Ashley Tisdale impression. I'm so excited Phineas and Ferb are coming back because I loved that show as a kid. Don't be shy, you gotta kiss the girl. Don't be scared. I love that song. I love the movie, the original film. There you see her sitting across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her. And you don't know why, but you dying to try. You wanna kiss the girl. That's how she sounds to me. That's how Ashley Tisdale sounds to me. King London, I appreciate the king. How are you, Brody? Are you in Utah? Have you finally reached your destination? Mormon headquarters. My oh my, look like the voice is shy. Ain't gonna kiss the girl. Ain't the sad, ain't it? Ashamed to be gonna miss the girl. More, yeah. Sorry, just a little bit of dark humor. I've got nothing against the Mormon church or anything like that. I'm quite tolerant when it comes to other religions, as one should be. As one should be. You gotta respect people's differences. Come on and kiss the girl. That was a great song, Dottie. Now because of you, the song's gonna be stuck in my head all through the night. You have something against the Mormon church? You're totally and completely entitled to your opinion. And I respect you for your honesty. I don't share your opinion, but I would love to hear more about your opinion. Those racist mofos. I will not speak on something that I know nothing of. But again, really applaud you for just speaking your truth. But I do know that a lot of really selective religions tend to be weary of people that don't look like them. You know, really particular forms of Islam, or really particular forms of Catholics, even Catholics, or really particular forms of Christianity. They're really, I wouldn't even call it racist. I would just say mean to everyone who's not them. Last time I did not do that. Yes, Islam is beautiful. Every religion is beautiful in its own way. A trumpet calls, plays, and the crowd goes wild, King London's presence. Poetry. They didn't allow blacks to join until the 90s. That's messed up, actually. That's messed up. Oh my god, my cousin's really going through it. But you know, you gotta. I mean, I hate that, of course. Of course. Like, why do you want to know my. I don't know. But sometimes religions, or at least racism, comes from a place of fear. It just so happens to translate to this gross attitude toward people that shouldn't even exist in the first place, because it is so dumb. Like, what do you mean you're treating people differently based on their skin color? That is so dumb. It is so backwards. Like, that is not cool at all. Hi, Pookie. You're talking to Dottie? Every time Dottie comes on here, you'll start flirting with her. See, this is what happens when I'm studying Italian. I get my wires crossed. But yeah, Dottie, if you ever feel uncomfortable, let me know, and we'll see who we gotta, time out or something like that. Because that's the last thing I want, or anyone for that matter. Because I don't want anyone to feel awkward or uncomfortable. He's holding back excited. Oh, Olivia, thank you so much for joining. Can you feel the love tonight? The peace the evening brings. The world runs in perfect harmony. Bite mix. Hi, there he is. Man that can't sing but does it anyway. Hey PN, how are ya? It's good to see you. It's good to have you. Rody, I would love to get a glimpse of that poem whenever you feel like it, if you feel like it. But anyways, it's fantastic that your writer's block is gone. And thank you for being here, PN. I got you, boo. The king that was the truest statement in this life. I think we've had truer things. They say boys are mean to people they like. Yeah, they say that, don't they? What else? Bye makes love from India. Hey, India. Fash. Yeah, it's such a sad thing too, because like if you're gonna like someone, just like someone. No need to bully someone into liking you. Yeah. Hi, India. How are you? You know, I get a lot of viewers from India. And as a person who has never been to India, I really think that I should go to India at some point over the next 20 years. Why I can't well, the question's phrased wrong is, why can't I force someone to love me? Exactly. Thank you, because then it's not love. Love. What do y'all think about love? Actually, could we get the poet's opinion on this? If Brody's still here. How many stanzas do you want? 4. As many as you want to give me. Hello, Prince. Hello to everyone from Switzerland. Hello to the Schweiz. Wie geht's? Love is patient, love is kind, and love is also a force, like the force of gravity, like the force pertaining to the push and pull of things. Love is a force. And it should be born naturally. And it should be conceived naturally as well. Now, you can't really force people to love you. Come on, man. If I had a chance to force you to love me, I would do it. That's a bold statement. That's a really bold statement. Get good on dia, mein lieber Freund. Ich bin so lala. Ich bin so lala. Heute ist langweilig. Für mir. Dodo, hi. How's it going? Okay. We got some insight into this, okay? Love is the cultivation of emotions built up on one person. Unlike London said, it's like gravity. The greater the love, literally, the greater the attraction. And it's also the best to write poems with. Okay. Yeah, because I think about it as in you fall in love. You fall out of love. Like you fall into something. Are you from a broken family? Who's that question directed at? That's a bold statement, true, but I mean, I'm like 220 pounds strong, 6.2 inches. I will make you. Oh, me. I wouldn't say I come from a broken family. I come from a really particular family. Not a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. It could have been a lot better, my upbringing. But yeah, I wouldn't call it a broken family. Maybe dysfunctional, but make statements and questions for people that don't even have a profile pic. Olivia, is that Elmo? No, that's not Elmo. Or is it Elmo? No, that's not Elmo. So you're in touch with both parents? Yes, I am. That's me in a dress. I like red. It's my favorite color. Yeah, I'm in touch with both of my parents. I mean, I live with both of my parents, so it's like, you gotta be in touch with them to live with them. And things have gotten better over the years. I'm sorry, I really did think you were Elmo, but sorry. Features your way, beauty, and all that is not important. Important are the feelings between the beloved person. Yeah, here's the first couple of lines. Okay, guys, we're in for art. It's easier to have someone forcefully. I think it's illegal to have someone I don't think I know it's illegal to have someone forcefully. I appreciate the enthusiasm, I really do respect it, but we don't violate the law. And also, even if it were not illegal, it's unethical. It's completely immoral. It's just wrong. So, maybe you need help. Maybe he needs to be on a watch list. He needs to be. Yeah, he definitely needs something. I would say an exorcism. Just because we were speaking of religion, maybe an exorcism would work. paired with meds and therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and after that, then maybe keep him on a watch list and on probation for like 5 years, and then we'll see if the citizen has reformed. See, I make such a good ruler. Good evening, hi Censor. How are ya? If it was possible, I would definitely just take whatever I want with power. Okay, I mean, if I could choose, if I could have a superpower, it would be something much more adventurous, like flying or teleportation, or the ability to stop time. That would be fantastic. I have a question, and I've been waiting to ask for almost a year and a half. So, on my indecisive behalf, I would like to ask to hold your hand and walk on beachy sand so I can soak up your sun-like smile, even if it's only for a while. Again, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, that is such a beautiful thing, Brody. When you write, do you write with someone in mind, or are you more like me, just making up things on the go? Because that's what I do. Ability to see the truth, but it's more like a curse. Yeah, I don't trust mortal men. I don't trust people to keep their words. So like, are you ending stream soon? I'm asking because isn't this about the time you have to call to prayer? I'm ending the stream in like 40 minutes. So I just, everyone's always lying. Unless you do something, you're lying. So again, you can kind of get on this wavelength and don't trust the hoe. Is that what Dottie says? You know, I think of Dottie as the Dalai Lama or Plato. It's always coming through. Always. Both. Okay, Brody, that's interesting. I mean, the universal truth. What do you mean by the universal truth? Like, what happens after we die, or where do we come from? Or, because I mean, just like simple truths. Like if someone says, "Oh, I'm going to the movies tonight," unless you actually go, no, you're not. Straightforward Queen Dottie. I want to pin that comment. How do I pin that comment? I don't know how to do that, but if I knew, then I would. I would have chosen invisibility. Time stop and untraceable DNA. I guess it's good. Yeah, it's really good actually. Invisibility is a good one. The meaning and out of the matrix. Interesting. Interesting. You're perfect. Whoa. When you were here before, I couldn't look you in the eye. Eagle's black dress with the dice underneath. I don't have the power that allows me to make. Okay, see, Futusha, you said something good with the whole invisibility thing, and now you're making it abusive again. Hey, Emmy, subscribe, but yeah. So yeah, we got another comment. Your boyfriend says he got beef, and I'm a vegetarian, and I'm scared of him. I'm a vegetarian. Who else is singing? I live with my cousins. So yeah, guys. He puts us on mute. Yeah, sometimes I do. Because what is abusive in the girl's life? Which is beautiful. The purpose is just to serve, like, oh, yeah, that's kind of like free will. You can't remove free will from the equation, you know? You can't really take away free will from people. That is, again, not moral. I have a question. I've been keeping it back because the fears of rejection started to stack, and because I lack the confidence to act, so I write these poems. As if they were songs with no beat on track, that in my mind I sing to you and ask, could I hold your hand and walk on the beachy sand so I can soak up your sunlight smile? You can, even if it's only for a while. What can I do? Without free will, we would not be humans. I'm so confused. I'm so confused right now. But exactly, we need free will. It's gonna be like a job to them to. Are they getting paid? Are they willingly going into it? You're dying. Hey, secret agent Leo. How are ya? How's the kid? There is no free will. That's a really solid argument. You know, you could argue that there's no free will. You haven't slept since Sunday night. That sucks. I'm sorry. But again, I think there's free will to an extent. I think people think free will just comes across as like being able to do whatever you want. Because that is technically what it means, but realistically, you can't do whatever you want because I want to fly. So I'm limited by nature. I'm limited by biology itself. So where's the free will in that? I think free will pertains to freedom of speech. It pertains to freedom of thought, freedom of mobility. It the freedom of representation. It's not about doing whatever you want to do. Olivia, isn't it shocking? He can take his clothes off on YouTube. Who, me? Well, I think the rules are a little different for girls as they are for than they are for women. Also, Malik is good. He got his as a reflex test, and he does have it, so they're starting him on medicine. The poor baby. Please fix his acid reflux, cause I have acid reflux. Not right now. And it's not cool when you grow up to have acid reflux, so get that checked out. You're stunning, Duddy, like honestly. See, every time someone comes on here, they're flirting with Dottie. Which, you know, I appreciate. Because Dottie Hottie, that's a really accurate username. Really accurate. I haven't seen those videos, and I think men can have no shirts unlike women, but I guess it depends on what individual people think. Yeah, for me, it's kind of like whatever. You know, I live with 6 boys. 6 boys. Yeah. So, it is whatever to me. I'm gonna go. Okay, that is something that's gonna do. Okay, there you go. But I guess it depends on the culture and whatever the culture thinks of nudity. Particularly, I don't care for it. Like, if it happens, then it happens. If it doesn't happen, then why isn't it happening? No, but so I respected people's choices. Though I do think people are a little bit more prudish now. Again, it depends on the country, it depends on the context, but than they were back then. Why am I singing that song? Like, why am I singing that song? Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye. Na 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 na. That was really low, really low, really low. As I've gotten older, my voice has gotten higher, which I don't know how it works or why it works like that. I guess it depends on the individual, but my voice has gotten higher and lighter too, which I appreciate. But it's not useful when you're trying to reach those low notes that you were able to reach in the past with so much ease. Now you really gotta put a lot of thought into it, a lot of muscle into it, which is okay. It's just not how it used to be. You can conquer the world. World, world. See, it just takes way more effort than it used to. Which is fine, like things change. Subscribe, but yeah. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. We've made it past the 40-minute mark. There we go. Though again, I will not drag this live on. Like once it stops being fun for you people, then I'll call it quits. Cause that's really what I want to do. And even if it's only for a while, at least I'll have your smile stored in memory lane in a seashell picture frame. And every day I walk it, remembering my happiness and trauma. And I can't forget the drama. And at the end of memory lane, I arrive to the seashell picture frame, wishing to see your smile, but instead I see a note, a poem I wrote about a year and a half ago that I tore up out of fear of an O. Again, really interesting to hear the story behind this one. Because it is really specific, Brody, you know, a seashell picture frame. Is it real? Like, is there an actual picture frame? Seashell picture frame? Well, what could it mean? I mean, I like the connections. You know, you're every day I walk at sort in memory lane, like you're walking memory lane. So I really like that because some people just use it as an expression instead of really carrying out the extended metaphor. I appreciate it. I really, really like that, actually. Tell me something beautiful. Yeah, I challenge people to tell me something. That's the first lyric out of Miley Cyrus's new record. Tell me something beautiful. That is a really, really challenging order. Like, what do you mean? Tell me something beautiful. But now I resonate. Now I understand. I'm like, tell me something beautiful. Oh, we get more? Whoa, great. And I left it in a pile on the floor in front of your door that lies in memory lane, and I'm stuck with an empty frame, lost at the end of memory lane. Again, we're really doing this memory lane thing. One more stanza to go? Fantastic. This is amazing. I'm a great fan of Edgar Allan Poe, you know, a really famous poet. You may have never heard of him. He's really underground. Not a lot of people know who he is. But I actually have a collection of his work on my shelf, so I really like poetry. Poe is my boo, and you can't have him. Actually, I discovered him first. I was in Baltimore just reading his work on the papers. I discovered him back in when was he born? Like 18 something. I will not be sharing. Well, I will not be sharing, okay? I discovered him when he was an indie artist before he became the legend, the alcoholic The one and only. Can I ask you something? Sure. Welcome to the live, by the way. It's really glad. It's really happy. What am I saying? It's really nice to see new faces. I wanted to say something like I'm glad to see new faces, but it just kept coming out wrong. But I guess it's whatever now because I communicated effectively. Subscribe. I often get my wires crossed. So there you go. Tell me something beautiful tonight. That's a really low note. A lot of air goes through my vocal cords to be able to produce such a sound, which is great. Like, I really don't care for it, but when you're singing, you really want to reduce the amount of air that goes through your vocal cords because you want that full closure. You really want closure when you're singing. Of course, it's got to be balanced and whatever, but yeah. We have another stanza. So I would like to formally ask on my indecisive behalf a question waiting for a year and a half. Would you like to bask on the sunset beach hand in hand while we walk together on the beachy sand unseen? Ta-da! Wow. Thoughts. I mean, it isn't the most complicated or, you know, thing to understand, but it reads beautifully. And I really like stuff like this. People think poetry's gotta be this thing that's, artsy and cool and really particular. No, poetry's for everyone. Literature's for everyone. So I really like the diction and I really like the musicality. What time is it? Mine is wrong. What time is it? It's 10:10. And scene has nothing to do with it. I think it does. Because when I read scene, it kind of it took me back to film, to film lingo, and scene, and the actors go and do the whole scene. And also, but it makes it feel kind of fake, in the sense of maybe not fake, but this person is performing for the other person. So it's time to put on the performance, put on your big boy pants, and ask someone out, or confess your love, or stuff like that. Wear your heart on your sleeve. So maybe it works like that, perhaps. I think we have a similar writing process, B. Because when I write, I don't even know what I'm writing. I just write. I'm just writing. And then I make sense of what I write. And I'm like, oh, I meant that? I didn't know I meant that. Well, it concluded my poem. It has nothing to do with the actual poem. Perhaps, though you could argue it does. I like to think that sometimes art comes to us in mysterious ways, and maybe you don't see it, but I see it, and I like it. If you wrote a book on it, and if I could get it, like I would buy it. Jafar! Hello, Barry. Dunn, how are you? I'm great, buddy. How about Cha? How are you? I'm gonna get an iPad, guys. I've been wanting an iPad for the last 2 years. I'm saving up for an iPad. So I need $1,000. No, but I really want an iPad. I just think it would be so helpful. And yeah, it was a great poem. Are you, just working on it for leisure, or is it like something you might actually consider? I know you're just a teenager. I mean, we're the same age. But, um, I don't know. Perhaps it would be cool to get your thoughts on what do you think you might do in the future, because it's actually really good. I mean, I would buy it, so if you had, if you have no fans, you have me. I did one poem that was a flower and it was a blue rose, and there in my eyes, solemn and sad. So I showed that with a wilting of the petals, and so I dropped a line. Each stands but sadly, no one ever looks that deep. You're writing a poetry book right now. Well, when you're done with it, please let me know. And I mean, I don't have a huge following or anything. I'll give you a shout out, from an artist to another. What's your favorite flower? My favorite flower, I like gardenias, and I like daisies. I also like tulips. I also like tulips. Roses. I don't like roses. I mean, sure. Hey dog of Ariam on it. Once I went out with this guy, and gotta give him roses, a bouquet every single time from that point. I love roses. Give me a rose and I'm here. I mean, sure, I would love to get flowers, but I'm the one who buys the flowers instead of receiving flowers. So if anyone's watching, give me my flowers. You ever had a Cleveland steamroller? No, I haven't, boy. But yeah, I like tulips, I like daisies, and I like dandelions. I also like gardenias. Oh, you know what? Why are you guys laughing? What I say now? I'm always saying stuff. It's kind of like, why am I always saying stuff? You're crazy. Okay, it wasn't me, thank God. Oh, I also like poppies. I love poppies. And dahlias. On my channel, I post poems that are gonna be in the book, and some are literally only gonna be on YouTube, okay? Where someone poops on your chest and sits on you and slides back and forth. I think someone asked me to do that to them. I mean, I didn't deliver, I didn't actually do it. But yeah, it was offered to me to do that though. But I kindly and very firmly declined. But yeah. See, boy, I've lived a lot of lives. I'm sex positive, I'm not gonna judge someone. I am gonna judge. I am judging. But I'm not gonna bully someone. I will bully someone. What I'm trying to say is I won't just disregard it completely. But it's just not my jam. Like golden showers, no. That's not what I'm into, but and this person that I've also met someone that was like, can you puke on me? Like, can you actually puke? And I was like, no, thank you. I mean, good for you. Hopefully, you find someone that's into the same stuff that you are and you're compatible. But Not me. Choose one of these. Have a dog or a cat. A cat. Can you pray for me? I just need a little prayer for my school year coming up in my life. No worries if you can. Does it have to be right now? Do I have to pray like right this very second? Also, where do you go to school? Because it's summer. No, just whenever. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna forget to do it later, so let's do it now. Let me get into a more serious position, because you don't want to disrespect the Lord. And let us go. Um. Okay, I actually gotta make this serious, because you don't want to get in trouble with the heavens. Um. Dear Lord, I come to you tonight to thank you for all of the opportunities that you've given me as a person, amongst them the opportunity to connect with people. And I come to you to ask you for one thing. I know it's not fair of me to ask for things when I've been given so much, but I would just like to ask you for you to provide some clarity and some peace of mind to Lex, who's stressing about her life in the 8th grade and is really unsure of her future. Please provide some peace and some clarity of mind to this soul. And with that in mind, again, I want to thank you for offering me the opportunity to do what I do. Amen. There you go. And not speaking for the Lord, but speaking from my heart. Don't worry, you got this. You really do. Thank you so much, you're amazing. I'm not, but did I have something on my mind? What is the best day you have in your life? I don't know if I have been blessed a lot, I've been blessed a lot. Hey, Archives, how are you? Hey, yeah, I mean, I'm here if you want to talk about the 8th grade or whatever. But I would say that as someone who's been through the 8th grade, 7th grade was worse. 7th grade was hell. It starts getting easier your junior year, and then by your senior year you're like, it's already over, but I got good at school. I'm good at this. By the 8th grades, okay. Like you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. New subscriber right here. I really appreciate it actually. You don't have to subscribe if you whatever. But the fact that you're scared of how it's gonna turn out. Hi Nathaniel. Hola. For me, not to get really dark, I'm gonna try to make fun of myself to make it light, okay? So I got ill and I thought I was gonna die, but then I didn't die. And so I really think of life as in, now I'm improvising. Like I never thought I would make it this far. So I'm just rolling with the punches and just going with the flow. And I think it works best like this, just taking each moment as it is and taking life for what it is and what it offers me. In my case, I call it God. For some people, it may be the universe or whatever your belief system is. But just take things one day at a time. You'll be fine. How often do you go live? I try to go live twice a day. Do I go live twice a day? Sometimes. I did today and I did yesterday, but I didn't do it the day before yesterday. But yeah. I'm stressing out about not having a partner or any IRL friends. I'm losing sleep over it too. Well, Brian, hopefully that would be lovely actually. Lex. By the way, is that you in your profile picture? Your hair's fantastic if that's you in your profile picture. Whoa. Your hair's fantastic, girl. No, but it really is. Actually. Man, that's like Barbie hair. But like, getting back to the point, Brian, um, stressing out about not having a partner or any friends. Well, I would say, again, I'm not a prophet or anything like that. Like, I'm just same as you. I'm probably even the same age as you, Brian. Maybe like 10 years younger. But what I want to say is, as someone who lost sleep over not having friends, now I don't have friends anymore. Like, I don't even have pressure on myself to have friends. Not because I don't want to, but just because I'm not gonna force any connections. I'm not gonna force any relationships with people. I'm just gonna let things be. And at the end of the day, you got yourself. Like, that's really what you gotta hold on to yourself. You don't have a partner. Sometimes it feels like, FOMO, fear of missing out. Well, maybe this is a different kind of FOMO. The FOMO not of feeling left behind because you see all of your peers, either getting married or having a partner or traveling the world or going out partying. But exactly like Lex says, don't worry, Jesus got your back. You will succeed no matter what happens. Yeah, no matter what happens. Because you gotta believe in yourself. Your hair is fantastic. Your teeth are so white. How can it be so cool? How dark can it be white? That reads like poetry, actually. But my teeth are stained. I drink a lot of coffee. I'm not proud of it. I'm really not, actually. I will change that. Because that's not good for me. But, yeah. Oh, is to live life to the fullest no matter what you're going through. Exactly. And you know what I would add to that, Lex? You just gotta be happy. Pursue your happiness. But there's one caveat. Do not hurt others and do not hurt yourself. And if you can do that, then be happy. As long as you're not hurting people and you're not hurting yourself. Live your life to the fullest. I love happiness. I love happiness too. Am I happy right now? Who can honestly say in this chat that they're 100% happy with their life? I am not. I will be honest. I'm not. Oh, I'm so happy. I get to wake up every day to my. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy Russian. There you go. But I am happy with where I'm at. That doesn't mean I gotta conform to it. That doesn't mean I stop fighting for something better or striving for something more. It just means that I'm grateful and blessed to be where I am now. And I gotta take all of that good energy and just keep going forward. You're my favorite YouTuber. This is a great therapy session. See, I treat you guys as if you were my BFFs. What's the meaning of happiness? What do you think is the meaning of happiness? Let me look it up. Happiness, meaning. Happiness, according to Oxford Dictionary, the state of being happy. Though Oxford, thank you, Oxford, for that great definition. Let's go to Cambridge. Happiness, the feeling of. Thank you, Cambridge, for that great, really vague definition. So I guess I gotta look for happy. Okay, here we go. Happy, according to Cambridge Dictionary, feeling, showing or causing pleasure or satisfaction. That's happy. Do we agree with that? I think I do. Who's your favorite singer? Mariah Carey. Darkness, light shines so bright like the energy of sunlight. Spasiba, Alanis. That reads really cool, actually. I love your red ring. Actually, I got it at an Indian fair. And what's the meaning of friends? Okay, let's go and see what the Cambridge Dictionary has to say about friend. friend. London, I upload poetry if you ever want to read some. Wonderful. Thanks for letting me know. A friend, a person who you know well and who you like a lot, but who is usually not a member of your family. That's a friend. I agree with this definition actually. Who knew Cambridge Dictionary was so holistic? A meaning of friends is for someone or a group to share love and comfort with you and really speak to your heart. Exactly. A person who you know well and you like a lot, but who is usually not a member of your family. Again, I agree with that too. But you know what? I gotta take a lot of what you said, Lex, and bring it into this definition because I think it's lacking a little. Because I know, for example, I know my English teacher from high school. And I like my English teacher from high school. But I wouldn't call my English teacher from high school a friend. There has to be a connection and a mutual respect for each other that is rooted in love and honesty. And in that way, you can call someone a friend. It's someone who will always be there for you, tell you the truth. Someone who you confide in. You would call her bestie. Someone call my best. Is that how the song goes? I haven't heard that song in forever. I really haven't, actually. Yeah, but that is rare. Friendship is rare. You gotta hold on to the people you love. And don't let them go either. 'Cause you're so funny. Yeah, it's Pasivo. Who's your favorite singer? Mariah Carey. I actually really like Mariah Carey. And if it's not Mariah Carey, it's the Beatles, but or Amy Winehouse, but I'm always just listening to Mariah. I'm in such a good mood tonight. I'm usually really cranky, but I'm great today. Let me write some stuff in Russian. Love Mariah, mine's Fleetwood Mac, or Tate McRae. Those are two polar opposites. Fleetwood Mac or Tate McRae. That's like, I mean, I like the versatility. Like, whoa. If it's not Fleetwood Mac, it's Tate McRae. That's like me saying, um, I like Billie Eilish, but I also like Lady Gaga. Like two completely separate opposites. No, I like Kanye West, but I also like Andrea Bocelli. I like Frank Sinatra, but I also like Cher. And that your two moods? Yeah. I like the Beatles. Yeah, I like them too. I'm I'm not as extreme as Alexis with these two artists. Like I guess there's sort of a line to follow with the Beatles and Mariah and Amy Winehouse. They kind of go together. But I just picture your playlist. It would be the craziest thing. You could just be, I don't know, doing doing singing Landslide, and then Greedy comes on. You're just like, I gotta cry. Now I gotta dance. Now I gotta cry again. Now I got. I like Sia. Sia's a great songwriter. Sia's a good songwriter. My playlist is named random because the songs are so random. It can go from Fleetwood Mac to Kendrick to... Yeah. I used to be like that, but then my body couldn't handle the laughing and crying and dancing and feeling hot and then going back to crying and then longing for love and then heartbreak and then back to dancing. So I just started sorting out my playlist by melody. So if I'm gonna go from, I don't know, Party in the USA to a song like Wrecking Ball, I would do Party in the USA, then I would do a slower but still an upbeat song, kind of like Summertime Sadness, Lana Del Rey, and then I would go over to Wrecking Ball instead of just having these two polar opposites together. Do you have a gym in your town? Yeah, I do, but I haven't been in forever. I'm gonna go shower. It was great meeting you, actually, and don't worry, you're gonna life goes better. It gets better. But yeah, we do have a gym in my town. Who can say I've been changed for the better? I do believe I've been changed for the better. Because I knew you. Because I knew you. I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness. For the things I've done, you blame me for. But then again, there's much to blame to share. But none of it seems to matter anymore. Na 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 na. Ooh, halfway through the wall. Who can say I've been changed for the better? I do believe I haven't changed for the better. Because I knew you. Because I knew you. I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done. You blame me for. But then again, there's much to blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. English? Okay, let's do English, okay? Yeah. Cause my Russian, not good. Non-existent too. Looks so Russian. Is it the hair? I look Russian. I don't know what it is. It could be the hair or maybe just the vibe. But no, I'm not Russian. Dude, I like to say, do you have a library in your town? If yes, that's cool. Actually, we don't have a library in our town. Because people here don't like literature, so. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I've been changed for the better. You're at the library? Okay, see ya. I see you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun. What? Yeah, we don't have a library. So, there you go. I'm really sad about it. I don't know any Russian songs. I don't. Izvini. I don't know any Russian. I don't know any Russian songs. Izvini. Uh-oh. Like a comet pulled from over. I will be back. You better be here until 9 hours. No, I'm going to bed soon. Like in 5 minutes. Well, gonna go be with my parents for a while and then just go to bed, call it a night. But yeah. Ever since you left me, I've been trying to hide the pain, painting on a smile with lipstick, putting on a big charade. So difficult to keep pretending. It's getting harder every day. It's plain to see I'm calling heartsick since you turn and walk away. I just keep going round and round and round in circles, keep on tumbling down. Oh boy, my world has changed, and I don't think I can make it without you. Nothing's the same. You got me running around in circles over you. Everything is you. How can I pull through? My heart is consumed. I'm so confused. Still caught up in you. Love can be so cruel. Oh boy, my world has changed, and I don't think I can make it without you. Nothing's the same. You got me running around, running around, and running around. Nothing's the same. You got me running around in circles over you. You sound amazing, I know. Actually, no, I don't know. Thank you, Brian. It really means a lot. I saw you liked a lot of my pictures on Instagram, so thank you for that too. Follow me on Instagram, guys. Somehow I kept my composure just like everything was cool. Oh boy, my world. Oh, sorry. Sorry, stepped up for a bit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you first started doing the side streams, I swear you used to start at like 10 p.m. Central. Will you ever do one later again? Yeah, I did used to start really late, like, well, not at 10, God no, but like 9 or 8:50. Now I do it way earlier because I'm trying to prioritize my sleep health and stuff like that. But yeah, you're kind of right. Will I ever do one later again? Who knows? I would love to, do late night. Because I gotta bring my A game for late night. Whereas if it's a morning show, then it's okay. But late night, I really gotta bring my A game for that. Exactly. But I could do it later. I maybe will in the future, but not as not in the near future. Just like a distant future, if it ever happens, because my energy diminishes throughout the day. Ever since you left me, I've been trying to hide the pain. Painting on a smile with lipstick, putting on a picture. I ate a lot today. I'm not proud of it, but whatever. This has been a really quiet live today, tonight. Tonight. I sometimes pop in the morning streams, but usually I'm at night streams. Yeah, I've seen you sometimes when it's earlier, and I'm like, dude, I'm happy to see you anytime. Just, this is usually not your crowd. Because I got you guys mapped out. Like, I study this stuff. I'm like, that's why I started going live twice a day. Because there's people that come in at night because they can. And there's people that come in mornings because they can. So if I wanted to say hi to everyone, regardless of time preferences, then why not stream twice a day? You're stalking me? Whoa. I don't think you are. Why is this not charging? Did I break my charger? Please, God. Oh my God, maybe I broke my charger. Okay, this is working. Here you go, fixed it. Ever since you left me, I've been trying to hide the pain. Painting on a smile with lipstick, putting on a picture. I love that song. So difficult to keep pretending. It's getting harder every day. It's fun to see I'm cold and heartsick since you turned to walk away. I just keep going round and round and round in circles, keep on tumbling down. Yeah, the charger is very important. I gotta get a new one. You guys hear that? I don't think I can do it again because I just cracked my back. But that shirt, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's not my shirt, but I stole it from a colleague. Yeah, you heard it? Yeah, I can do that. Yoga pop, yeah. I usually really focus on mobility and flexibility because I think it's important, I'm really working on my right shoulder because it's really tense. So, I can place my left hand between my shoulder blades, but I can't do my right hand for some reason. So my right shoulder's tighter than my left shoulder. So you gotta work on that. Again, you don't want to tear the muscle. You're just gonna be slow and gradual with it. Should become a war correspondent. Don't tease me with a good time, because I would love to do that. I actually really would like to become some sort of foreign correspondent or war correspondent. Well, I guess it is kind of the same thing. Just one job ships you off to nice places, and the other ships you off to your death. So, but I'm open to the idea. I really am. Actually, I don't think I need it. But yeah, guys, it's been wonderful hanging out with you. I gotta say goodbye, good night, good morning, whatever it is for you. I'm really happy to be here, really happy to have you. As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, follow. Josiah, your prince, signing off.